Iraqi police fired tear gas today to disperse thousands of protesters in Baghdad, where planned anti-government demonstrations have resumed after a 3-week hiatus. RT correspondent Sayeh Tavangar is following the story. She's joining us live with all the developments. Sayeh?
Yes, Manila, the purpose of today's protest was the same as previous ones: high unemployment, government corruption, and a lack of basic services. And as with earlier attempts, protesters once again try to enter the green zone, where the Iraqi parliament and several Western embassies are located, including the U.S. Embassy. Now, the green zone, an area carved out of central Baghdad by U.S.-led forces after the Iraq invasion in 2003, is seen by many Iraqis as a virtual city within a city, where privileged residents enjoy way more security and better public services than anywhere else in Baghdad. Now, Baghdad's green zone has been a barometer for tension and conflict for nearly 2 decades. In fact, this 4 square miles home only to Iraqi governments and their families, and off limits to most Iraqis, thus becoming a hated symbol of the country's inequality. Now, various attempts and promises by the Iraqi government to open the area to traffic over the past years have failed because of persistent security concerns. But as protests intensify today, which has so far claimed the lives, like you said, of at least 2 people, Iraqi Prime Minister Adel Abdul Mahdi once again addressed the nation, promising to make a cabinet reshuffle next week and proposing a reform package to combat ongoing corruption and cut government spending.
Next week, we will make a cabinet reshuffle away from quotas, focusing on competencies, ministerial autonomy, and a growing presence of women and youth. Involving the armed forces in suppressing the demonstrations is a big mistake. We must quickly move away from that because their task is to fight the enemy.
And just earlier this month, Manila, Iraqi government forces killed more than 150 protesters and wounded more than 5,000 people during a 6-day period of protests. Now, today also marks the first anniversary of Mahdi taking office, who has even condemned his own armed forces in suppressing street demonstrators, calling it a big mistake and promising to address protesters' demands. But many remain unconvinced, as no real change has so far occurred. Now, Iraq's most senior Shia spiritual leader, Grand Ayatollah Ali al-Sistani, who rarely appears in public, also appealed today to security forces to avoid any further violence. In Washington, Sayeh Tavangar, RT.
Hey YouTube, thanks for checking out our channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. We have tons of content for you just like this. For more of RT America's one-of-a-kind news and analysis, be sure to subscribe and never stop questioning more.